Hey everybody, welcome back to Wasteland 3. We just got to this old, broken down like air base that is going to serve as our headquarters. And we need to meet up with Marshall and Sergey in order to see what to do next. So we met up with the Patriarch. He seems like a cool guy. Abbott and Costello doing pretty well. We got Major Tomcat with us, and excited to see what the future holds for little Major Tomcat. Is that cool? Oh, here's the two guys that we're looking for. Pick lock, failure, lock picking, impossible. I seem to remember in Wasteland 2, there was something like that, like a crazy locked door in your own base that was basically impossible.
Welcome, Rangers.
Strikes again.
I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergey Greatsky.
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
And you still have the alarms going, so questionable. What were the Dorseys looking for? The Dorseys are that gang of psychopaths that we dealt with earlier.
The Patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado from tearing itself apart.
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off.
You don't say.
How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules.
So not only did they call us in for help, but they didn't anticipate the ambush and set up any type of defenses. But now the base that they're giving us has an alarm going off with crazy robots defending the way to shut it off. Why are there angry robots?
Yeah, weird, huh? They weren't active when we looked the place over a few days back, but... let's talk after you kill the alarms.
Okay, Marshall.
I can hardly hear myself think.
I guess we're just going in the only door we can. Okay. Servitor bot. We can communicate. Now they're not attacking us straight up.
Alarm, alarm, alarm. I hate alarm. Alerting to you, INTRUBER. Visit a secure bunker bed facility. You commit trespassing against the authorization or you will be defeated.
Warping to you, INTRUBER. Oh, we got some kick-ass, some sneaky shit. Whoops, our mistake. Listen, your security system is showing signs of neglect. We're from IT. We're here to fix you. This is the best writing I've ever seen. That wasn't too bad. We're still alive and everything. Okay, Merc helmets. So we got crit chance and armor. We've got Rad Tech armor 6, requires 4 strength. And Rad Tech pants requiring 4 strength. Okay, we can do that. Let's put this on Costello. So I'm gonna go all the armor over there. We have a chest piece at 3. This will be 6. This will be 4. Hey, he looks badass. Now we can toggle this. So if we want to see our original character design, but I like having all the, I like having it all be whatever we're wearing. So let's go ahead and throw this on. Now we have a little bit of armor for Abbott in the back line there. Terminal's dusty and old, but when you press the power button, it flickers to life. The computer beeps and whirs for the first time in years. As it boots up, security alert flashes along or across the display. Every attempt to access a menu is met with command access only. Eventually, you query the machine for command's identity. It replies, command empty, designate new command. Ooh. Let's hold on a second. Terminal remains in lockdown mode. Let's just... What could possibly go wrong with putting us as command? I actually... I don't see very many other options. So grenades, another rocket and launcher. Tactical grip weapon mod. Now, we do not have any weapon mod skills. Looks like it might be worthwhile just picking up a point in like just a +1. In the Wasteland, you'll find both weapon and armor mods. Installing a mod will improve any equipment it's attached to, but once installed, they cannot be removed. To install a mod, one of your squad members must have the necessary weapon modding or armor modding skill level. To install a weapon or armor mod, select the weapon or armor you want to upgrade and choose the modify option underneath or under it. Different mods require different armor or weapon modding skill levels. The better the mod, the harder it is to install. Okay, I'm cool with it. Cash and Bix, just like every 7-Eleven. Let's go ahead and take that frag grenade here. Ooh, lockpicking level 2 challenge. Let's go. Okay, so we've got an old journal, a lore book, and then we've got empty cans of Aquanet. No bad hair, just bad air. What's a lore book? This journal has a plastic holographic cover featuring a jet that banks and turns depending on the angle you look at it. On the inside of the cover is written Journal of Ali Blue. The pages of this journal are yellowed with age and the ink has faded with time. In many of the earlier entries, it appears to have belonged to someone named Ali Blue. The last entry reads, November 30th, 2059. Gabriel Reyes and Althea Wesson came to our compound today. There was a tense bit where Sydney shot at them, but fortunately Jordan was there and recognized them from the time over in Balkan Park. I brought some coffee and we talked over a warm drink. It was nice, civil, pleasant even. Strange to not be at the throats of someone not in the family. But that was the whole point, I suppose. They want us to head back into the city next week and meet with a man named Sal Buchanan, the Patriarch. They even suggested relocating to Colorado Springs, abandon the Peterson. Imagine that. We've been safe here for years and they want us to move out and what? Become neighbors with them and those despicable Knoxes? And we'll go to the meeting. They said this Buchanan fellow's very persuasive and they promised us a tin of that coffee, so it won't be a total loss to check out, but I'm certainly bringing my guns. Okay, so Ali Blue wrote this. Is this another... What is this? It's a busted down robot? It looks like. Okay. Assuming direct control. Designate new command. Camera flashes above the monitor and terrible photos of your face slowly appear on the screen line by line. Command recognized. Security alert canceled. Yo, I'm pretty sure those other guys could have handled this.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the 3rd blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished him.
Okay, so actual family members.
They've been skulking in the shadows ever since, but lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course, but apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans.
So you're looking for protection, asking us to become assassins. We learned a little bit about this in the intro, but you're looking for protection for when they attack?
Protection? You think I need protection? Stop trying to be smart and listen.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP.
We just asked them to come nicely, or
When I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear?
oh, that's gonna be challenging. What if taking your kids alive is impossible?
You've already done the impossible by making it here. I trust you. Find a way to make it possible. Now, let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty is raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know?
Everything? Ooh, barter requirement. Okay. We're gonna need some more background on these kids before we go after them.
What do you want to know?
Well, for one thing, you must have plenty of competent people in Colorado. Why ask us to deal with your children?
Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Ever. Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The 100 families, the Gippers, the Marshals, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy. Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only one who can save your people. Nobody else can get supplies to Arizona before they starve to death.
Okay, well played.
That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest.
Okay, so I love how American the names are, but then when you shorten to Vic, Val, and Libby, it's like they sound normal. What should we know about Victory?
Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. The things he's done to the women he finds.
Jeez, okay, so this is dark.
Anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared because he escaped a while ago and then came back with a gang of freaks and turned the place into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some Rangers as well.
Other survivors from our convoy?
Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them.
So this guy is sadistic. What kind of man is Valor?
Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt.
So he's like a techie, which means we probably want to have really strong hacking skills and stuff, I would imagine, before trying to deal with him.
Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now.
And so Valor not as dangerous?
No, but the Gippers are tough and well-armed. And Denver's a death trap.
Okay. And what about Liberty?
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected.
It does feel as if going to approach these guys in the order that we talked about them might make the most sense. Clearly, he's saying don't go for her now, but maybe going for the first guy, as psychopath as he is, or as much of a psychopath as he is, that might be our best bet. Because he said the Gippers were like really well defended. Sounds like she's a born leader.
At least I raised one.
All right, thanks for the info. We're going to do our best.
You'd better. Anything else?
Yeah, actually, we have a few things we'd like to ask about the Dorseys and the ambush specifically.
Uh-huh.
Who are the Dorseys?
The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wiped them out years ago, but...
What?
Mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most.
Okay. Do you think Vic, Val, or Liberty were behind the attack on our convoy?
Possibly. But I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them.
Why do you say the ambush was your fault?
My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure. Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility.
I respect that he's taking responsibility for it, but in his position, this should be stuff that doesn't go wrong. All right, that's enough about the Dorseys.
Good. What else do you need?
I think that's good. Thanks for the briefing.
Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart.
That's probably our first
Why
stop.
don't you go give her a hand?
Yeah.
Show us what the Rangers can do.
Oh, you got it. Sorry, yes, sir. Dorseys? Yeah, no, this will be a pleasure.
Enjoy yourselves, Rangers. Just don't get killed. I want a return on my investment. All right, let's move out.
I'm stoked to see this place come together. Seems like we're going to be here for quite a while, so... Mission log. You got a new mission. To view its details, use J to open the mission log. On it. Mission types. Okay. Primary missions progress the main story. Secondary missions are optional side quests. You've just received the primary mission, Cornered Rats. So your next step would be paying a visit to Sheriff Daisy in downtown Colorado Springs. Shortly before he arrived at the Air Force Base, a large group of Dorseys attacked Colorado Springs. The attack failed, and most of the holdouts are holed up in the Garden of the Gods. The Patriarch asked us to help his marshal deal with them. And it tells you what the reward is, too. Ranger HQ, Brig Warden, Merc Armor, Merc Helmet, Merc Leggings. Very cool. I love that it shows like a level requirement for this. That's super nice. So now we know, yeah, we go Zealot, Psychopath, Traitor. All right. Well, let's roll out of here. Actually, hold on a second. What else can this computer do? Terminal is displaying information about the base's systems. All seems normal. Examine security systems. Status report indicates all is normal at the moment. An option displaying old security alerts shows a number so long it goes off the right edge of the screen. Nerd stuff. Investigate the issues with the servitor's behavior. After some searching, you access a hidden menu. The core processor is jammed with thousands of queued requests dating back a century. It's a wonder the servitors can make any decisions at all. Let's write a script to wipe those requests and clean things up. Take a little time to test your code before running it and then watch the stale requests disappear. Processing returns to standard capacity. With the accumulated clutter cleared, the system shows only a few thousand unread messages. Navigating it should be somewhat easier. Let's look at some of the old security logs. Log data backed up to archive room server. With the accumulated clutter cleared, the system shows only a few thousand. Okay. Return to top menu. Step away. All right, so it's in like an archive room. I guess we'll deal with that later. There's no way out of this area. This room is totally contained, it looks like. Let's just take a quick peek down here.
Come talk to me when you've got a moment. Want to discuss staffing and recruiting, that kind of thing.
Okay. I like it. Here's the here's our first toaster. So we can't actually pick these up, it looks like. We just have to remember that there's a level 3 toaster repair here. So if we ever invest in that skill, then cool. Kind of worried that there might be some residual problems in here, like this, a razorback. Okay, Abbott. Let's split these guys up. Got one over here too. You can see that detection range. When this guy walks back, I think we take a shot. Okay, that's not ideal. Armor system. Okay, so that enemy has armor, which means that it can block some of your incoming damage. Fortunately, all weapons have a penetration stat. If your weapon's penetration is equal to or greater than your enemy's armor, the weapon will deal full damage. If your weapon's penetration is less than the target's armor, it'll do a proportionate amount of damage, but no more than 80%. Okay. Examples. Penetration. 15 versus armor 10, you do 100%. Penetration 5 versus 10, you do 50. Penetration 9 versus 10, you do 80, because you can't do more than 80% if you're under the amount. Gotcha. Okay, well, this is probably gonna hurt. That's okay. This guy, I'm assuming, is melee. So I'm actually gonna set us up here, and we'll drop into the ambush. Okay, nope, we got poisoned. That is fan-frickin-tastic.
That I've been poisoned.
Are you kidding me, Costello? You cannot whiff those. So what does poison do to us? Oh, here goes the cat. Oh, hell yeah, Tom. Hell yeah, Tom. Did he actually reduce his armor? I didn't actually catch that. Healing bonus minus 50, 10 turns. Minus 5% constitution per turn can be removed by antidote or doctor NPC. I think we just take this. You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding. Okay, please swing hard and true. 46% only. So these guys, do they have some type of innate, like, I know we're only at 70%, but these guys must have something going on. Jeez Louise. What if I just swing with the fists here? 50% only. Okay, let's go evasion. Doesn't look like they hit super hard either. I don't know if they're gonna ever attack the cat, but Tom is like literally carrying the team right now. Okay, so we're gonna back out a bit. Now there is friendly fire, so I have to be careful of that, but just don't hit the cat. Oh my God. This is like XCOM. Like, frick. 46. This is unbelievable. Okay, there we go. So we have these combos building. I think that's something to do with Specifically melee attacks. Uh-oh. Okay, so they do actually attack the cat too. I think we'll probably switch Costello. $72. Come on now. There. Finally. Out of ammo. Oh, fuck. That weapon's out of ammo. For now, you can try equipping a different weapon or unequipping it and going bare-knuckled. Once you're out of combat, you can resupply by finding a merchant or searching for loot. Ammo is scarce in the Wasteland, so it pays to stay stocked up. I'd say so. Let's carry over that AP. Can I switch weapons on the fly? So this is an 80% chance. Looks like I can. That's kind of cool. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing now. Hey, we're getting there. That armor is massive. That's very, very crucial. Tom's gonna pick... Oh, I thought Tom was gonna get this. Let's see if I can go in here for a punch to finish.
The outcome was never in doubt.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, look. Check this out. So it does convert to seconds. Now they're just gonna like take all this damage. I don't think I have any like antidote type stuff. Usable items. Nitro spikes. Don't like that. Use item on self, equip, drop item. Can I, do I have to save the cat here? How do I heal the cat? I wonder. Uh-oh. Poison's still happening. 16 seconds. Can he survive another hit? Wolverine fangs. Wolverine fur. Okay. Cat survived, but I don't know if there's a way I can heal it. Money and cigarettes. Just like my average weekend. It's good. If it weren't for a couple of those like 70% whiffs, it wouldn't have been so bad. Creepy dolls. You found a creepy doll. Creepy dolls are dolls that are creepy, but they also grant powerful party-wide bonuses. Simply collecting them will benefit you for the rest of the game. Creepy dolls aren't found in your inventory. Instead, find them as well as any discovered cassette tapes and tutorials in your archive menu. Access your archive menu by selecting it in the pause menu. Creepy dolls. Explosive damage bonus 5%. Just straight up like that, eh? Okay. Added to archive. Increasing attributes. So we leveled up. I think that happened in the previous room. Starting at level 3, your rangers will earn 1 attribute point per level. Attributes always cost 1 point to upgrade. Attributes are the source of all your vital stats. Want to live longer, run faster, shoot straighter, or hit harder? There's an attribute for that. Okay. Well, I think we're going to try and like max a few things out here, but those action points, man, those action points could be quite good. We would need a second one to get an extra action point here, but seems pretty nice. These hit chances, you would think we would be pretty solid, but those Wolverine's evasion must have been screwing us a little bit there. Okay, I'm gonna go into coordination. just to try and get an extra action point going. And then we got 3 skill points to use. Let's go into lockpicking, hard ass, and is there anything else we want to grab? Maybe a point in leadership would be good. And then Costello. Let's go melee combat. Animal Whisperer for animal training. And this will give us targeting override. Override side effect, all bleeps are permanently something. Permanently replaced with bloops. Sure. I'll take that. And then attributes, we're going to go strength. For sure. Just go tanky, tank. Gonna confirm anything pending. Good. Now, if we go into archive, this is where we see all the creepy dolls. 1 in 15, so there's not a lot. There's really not a lot. Then we have that 1 cassette tape. Okay, cool. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, we have this computer. I really love that you don't have to micro your characters based on their skills to use these things. Power button on the machine resists your press, seemingly rusted in place. It makes a sandy crunch as it finally gives way. The screen comes to life with a sad beep. Raid failure. Corruption detected across multiple sectors, initiating automated repair operations. Recovery complete. View recovered logs. Yes. Okay, so this is the room that was being referenced in the main hub there. Examine personnel logs. There are fewer logs than you'd expect for a base of this size. Many have suffered data corruption and are unrecoverable, but you find a few that are legible. Personal log, Colonel Frechette, 1998. The world ended yesterday. Our missile defense system saved Colorado Springs, but Denver is gone and we can't make contact with anyone outside the state. Discipline will keep my men in line, but we've only got a few days until the civilians panic. We'll need to prepare to hold out until we can reconnect with Washington. Nerd Stuff 3, try to recover some of the logs. Hello. This file's encrypted. Be able to find the custom script that did it and reverse engineer the key. Okay. Oh, look at this. Another one. Personal log, Halcott, 95. He fixed his gaze on the monitor, fingers deftly tapping the keys, expertly covering his tracks as he pulled data from the system. Lieutenant Amore kept stealing glances back at him, enraptured by his steely blue eyes as she watched the doorway for the guards. Have you found the evidence yet, Captain Halcombe? We don't have much time left. Captain hit a few more keys and nodded. He pulled the floppy disk from the drive and signaled to the lieutenant, quickly, back to the vent. Ladies first, he said, helping Lieutenant Amore up to the ceiling ducts. Despite her generous curves, she nimbly slid into the duct, and Captain Halcombe was easily able to pull himself up and follow her, sliding the grate back into place just as guards swung by on patrol. Sounds like Ocean's 11. Return to the root logs archive. Read the old security logs. Filtering tools help you cull the routine and wholly corrupted reports. You may need a computer expert to access some of the files. These are dates, nerd stuff. 407-2000. Report 01, classified information purge initiated. Report 02, erasure completed. Command cleared. Fully autonomous security system activating in T-minus 30. Intrusive movement detected on the outer perimeter. Monitoring. Intruders retreated without engagement. Monitoring. 2009. Intrusive movement detected on outer perimeter. Monitoring. Quadrupedal creature identified as non-hostile. Monitoring deprioritized. Creature remains. Creature departs. Incidents monitoring without engagement. 1846. Incidents involving security response. 5. 2010. Intrusive movement detected on outer perimeter. Monitoring. Bipedal creature approaches facility. Deploying servitors. Intruber pacified. Incidents monitored without engagement. 2008. Incidents involving security response. 9. Security response is much lower, obviously. They don't have to engage as frequently. Report 100A, automated amendment. Intention was for intruder, not intruber. Logging technological review request with information technology, RE report 100. Okay. 2068. Intruder 32 returns to War Room, starts fire for intruders 30, 31, 33. Intruder 34 is providing them with a meal. Logging requisition requests for additional servitors following abduction of core servitors 05, 010 by Intruder 11. This request has been logged 1,500 times. Priority elevated. Attempting to wake remaining servitors. Wake attempt resulting in failure. Incident monitored without engagement. Incident involving security response 15. Incidents with failed security responses 1. Incidents with inability to respond 4,000. Intruder 34 now classified as deceased. Killed. Excellent. 2102. System wake up complete. This is like the servitors like voice dictated this into the machine instead of typing it or something. Accessing database. No new information. Information since catastrophic failure reported. Reporbo 2. It's getting worse. Logged in the war room. Servitors non-responding to wake up instruction monitoring. Intruber 71's fully repaired monitoring systems. Intruber 69, giggity, has gained access to monitoring systems. Self-diagnostic complete. Servitors 103, 22, and 616 present but unresponsive. Primary power unresponsive. Secondary power at 20%. Primary processing reports all goob. 2107. See, now they're basically, this is kind of the descent of the servitors. Intruber 159 logged and approaching. 158 detects Intruber 159 and returns to barracks. Various intruders seem perturbed and barricade door to barracks. Intruber 159 retreats by asking or accessing war room and armory. Servitors remain unresponsive. 156 departs barracks, enters break and accesses computer terminal. Horrible intruders. Intruber 156 has initiated a generator restart. Power coming online. Servitors waking. Red alert. That's good. Okay. Try to recover some of the security logs. Some bad metadata kept this file from filtering properly, but you're able to easily repair it. Now we have 1999. Radio signal reconstructed from partial bursts over past 2 months. Transcript follows. Good people of Arizona, we, the remaining officers of the 249th Engineer Battalion, have been unable to contact our leaders at FORSCOM for too long and have come to the unfortunate conclusion that our government has fallen. Every one of us here joined the army to protect the people of these United States, and even if the U.S. is no more, we intend to continue to protect you to the best of our ability. We've heard your cries for help on the radio, and we want you to know help is coming. Keep calling, shelter in place, and stay strong. We're on our way. This message will repeat. A message of hope. We can recover more because we're nerd stuff too. 1998. Citadel Star Station reports confirmed anti-ballistic countermeasures armed. Alert status raised to red. NORAD tracking confirms multiple incoming contact signals. Protective countermeasures allocated to high priority targets. Personnel ordered to report to assigned stations and shelters. CONR confirms countermeasures in local area 95% effective. Cannot raise communication with NORAD HQ or PACOM. Cannot raise communication with WH. Revised estimates of success rate of countermeasures outside of local area are 5%. Alert status remains red. Oh. Well, let's try Nerd Stuff 3. Nice, leveled up too. File termination characters are missing for these logs. Tricky, but you're able to find the proper spots to fix them. And now we have something in 98. Anti-ballistics. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope. It's another one somewhere else. 2021. Primary generator failure reported. This will result in catastrophic failure of security system if not resolved. Information technology has not responded to repair queries. Core servitors placed into deep sleep to preserve power of monitoring systems. Secondary processing system placed into sleep mode to preserve power to primary processing. Intention with for catastrophic logging technological review with information technology. I love the just slow descent of these servitors getting dumb. System setting designation to sleeping but vigilant. Okay. Return to root logs. Step away from the terminal. Cool. So we leveled up as well. Let's get in there and check that. You've earned a perk point. Proceed to the perk screen to unlock a powerful new perk. You've got to tell me twice. Starting at level 4, your Rangers will earn a perk point every other level. Perk points are used to unlock powerful abilities and passive bonuses. Perks become available as to learn as you upgrade your skills. So we are level 4 on Costello. Where can we actually see... right here, XP. So we're very close here, but because of some of the different stuff that we're wearing and they earn experience at different rates, it's gonna be a little bit different sometimes. So I'm just gonna max out strength. Boom. It's go time. We're gonna hit everything and we're gonna hit it super hard. Skills. I got 4 of these suckers. I'm thinking, what else do we have here? Maybe we grab a point in weapon and armor modding. Or I could just keep working on nerd stuff and mechanics. Oh, right. And these take more points as they go up. Let's undo that. So let's go. This is a 2 cost. This is a 1. And I'll take the hit chances, which clearly seems to be something we need. And then for perks... Ah, okay. Perk points remaining. So, these unlock, but then we still have to pay for them. And then we also have these type of things. I was wondering how this all worked. Okay. Animal companions gain bonus constitution and damage. Let's go for it. Animal training. Done. That's cool. Very cool. I am curious if I can heal the cat with this one. There we go. Everyone's happy. Now, what's hiding under here? Fallen billboard. Who put it here? It's covering something, right? It's gotta be. Very weird. Very weird. Hello. Hot Wheels. I love it. Hot Wheels and Bic lighters for life. This thing, whenever I look at this, I'm like, that does not look like a nose ring. But that's probably just me. It's like random piles of crap that people have dropped. Okay. That was cool. That was cool. Let's get out of here. Looks like we do have access to stuff over here too. There's a refugee there, but okay, tell you what. Let's talk to... There's food here. Food on these tables is cold and partially eaten, but not rotten. It's clear someone recently fled mid-meal. There's our toaster repair. Let's talk to these guys, Marshall and Sergey.
Need to feel...
Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergey Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Great Sergey Greatsky. For some reason, I just keep seeing Gretzky, and I can't get past it.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you.
That would be lovely.
And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
Speak to Sergeant Greatsky to hire new Rangers for your squad. Your squad can have up to 6 members. No more than 4 can be Rangers. The other 2 slots may be filled by companions such as Marshal Kwan. Companions are unique NPCs who aren't officially Rangers, but want to help out all the same. You'll find plenty of companions in your journey throughout Colorado. Interesting. Okay. No more than 4 can be Rangers. The other 2 slots may be filled by companions. Okay. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad? Before we get to all that, I got a few questions.
Of course. Ask away.
Can you and Quan tell us more about yourselves?
Well,
Well, Sergey won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero. Fought by the Patriarch's side from the beginning and saved the old man's life about 100 times, right, Sergey?
75. Tops. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that live there, better than dashing Darius Quan.
There's some, like, very heavy sexual tension undertones here.
You're too kind, Sergey.
So you two volunteered for this?
Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the marshals.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. Just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out.
You guys are both awful eager to help a group of unknown outsiders. Why are you really here?
It's no lie that I've been looking to leave the marshals, but you're right. That's not the whole story. The Patriarch asked me to keep an eye on you, so here I am.
And I am truly sick of retirement. But, yeah, I'm doing the Patriarch a favor too.
This guy's got everybody in his back pocket. So you guys are like spying on us?
Let's say liaisons. The Patriarch wants you to succeed, and he knows it's not going to be easy. You're strangers in a strange land.
You don't know the politics. You don't know the personalities. Who hates who? Where the bodies are buried.
That's where we come in. We're here to make sure you don't make too many rookie mistakes, step on the wrong toes. And yeah, we're supposed to report back to the Patriarch about how you're doing. But you didn't really expect to be left completely to your own devices, did you?
So we know about what the deal was with the alarms and the robots. What was the radio operator saying about putting a combat AI in our vehicle?
Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad.
If we can get that launcher deal on top of there, that'd be pretty sick. Let's ask about the alarms and the robots.
Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got put on the back burner.
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything.
And how long has this place been abandoned?
Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias, and cults have lived here since the deluge.
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current occupants.
Well, we saw somebody over there,
Could
so...
be what set off the alarms.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's this deluge? We've been hearing that word a lot. We've seen it painted in blood.
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because, well, that's what it was.
So, the apocalypse.
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire.
Cool. I mean, horrible, but cool.
Okay, what's next?
All right. Show us who you've got lined up.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't.
I like the way you think.
And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
Okay, so active squad, Abbott Costello. Love it. Player created characters required in each party. New recruits. Holy crap. There's a bunch. Oh, we can just straight up create custom ones. Guys, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's so cool. Okay, all right. I'm going to, I hope I can come back and just ask this guy after, but I will get custom characters in here, doing things that we are not specializing in. So we'll get like maybe an armor specialist, some like explosives guy, maybe some mid-range fighters with like assault rifles, that kind of stuff, and see how that works out. But I'll hit ready for now.
I can get you all the fighting troops you need, but if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm kind of worried about, is that these people seem replaceable.
Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it.
Okay. Surveying the base sounds good.
Perfect. That'll give you a chance to see if any of the junk around here is worth keeping before I toss it all out. After that, you might want to give Sheriff Daisy a hand. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base.
So they're saying that this should probably take priority.
Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
That's cool. I appreciate it. Thank you.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are going to need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet.
Yeah, of course. What do you have to offer us?
Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And,
okay,
though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy.
So I don't know if you guys saw this, but when I booted up the game for this episode, it gave me a tutorial about the inventory system. And one of the things it mentioned was sometimes scrapping weapons, it makes the pieces more valuable than the actual weapon itself. So maybe that's where he can help us out, because we do have a bunch of extra weaponry. And yes, people like this, we're definitely going to bring along. We could use the help.
Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
Cool. You've recruited your first companion. Companions are a unique kind of squad member, unlike the rangers you create. Companions are pre-made characters that have their own personality and agenda. Piss them off and they could leave you high and dry. You can have up to 6 characters in your squad. Up to 4 of them can be ranger recruits, leaving at least 2 spots open for companions. There's no reason not to take them along, provided you can maintain their loyalty. And if we wanted to, if we talk to this guy.
Rangers, good to see you.
Volunteers you mentioned, where are you getting them from? We need to manage our active rangers. If you're going to be chief of security, we need to know more about you.
Sure thing. Let's have a look.
Yeah, so here we go. Then I can just add people here. I'm open for suggestions, because I'm wondering if I'm going to put all this time into building somebody custom, but then I'm just going to replace them with people that come along. I don't know if that's worthwhile, and I don't know if they stick around or if they disappear forever. So maybe I'll try to figure out some research and see if that's something that we can benefit from. But anyways, we'll figure it out.
There you go. Anything else?
I think we're good.
I'll be here.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up for now. When we come back, we're gonna do a couple of things. Sheriff Daisy in Colorado Springs for sure, but this is gonna be our priority right now. Recruiting personnel for Ranger HQ. Suggested that we build up the base before pursuing the Patriarch's children. At minimum, we should staff the brig, medbay, armory, and garage, as well as fill out our squad. Greatsky suggested we speak to Sheriff Daisy, head of the Colorado Marshals, who can be found in downtown Colorado Springs. Thinks she might be able to help us find some recruits. So, before we leave this place in the next episode, we're gonna come in here, just check out the rest of the area. We saw there was somebody here. There might be more, but I just want to make sure we at least check out our base and understand who's in it and why. There's a lot of areas that we probably won't have access to because there were certain locked doors and stuff, but we'll figure that out as we go. Guys, thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye for now.